string, papers, and stories.
So I'm going to show you how to make a simple light table for bubbles. You need to order some things off the internet. First of all, strip lighting. You'll get an adapter, which I was showing you there. A roll of the LED strip lights, color changing ones are the ones you want, with little connectors like that, 4 small pins in it. That's a connector that you connect the lights to and have a little plug hole in for the power to come in. And also another part which is for changing the colors or changing the sequences. That's the bit there. And then you get the controller, a little controller like this with buttons on it. And by pressing them, it will go to the little thing I was holding up last and make the colors change. So that's your kit. You need all that. And then you need a box of some sort. I have a square one because it's cheapest to get square perspex, but a round one would be good too if you could make a round frame. A square of hardboard underneath. Get your square of perspex first and then make the hardboard the same size. That's the easiest way to do it. And on the side, about a 3 centimeter rim made out of a piece of wood all the way around, apart from one corner. You see the top corner next to my right thumb? That's where the little plug's going to go in. And I've stuck the tape back and forth, just with normal glue, and put a weight on it to hold it down. And it's just corners at the top turning back and forth. That's the simplest way to do it. Then a bit of perspex, which you'll have to again buy, unless you have some lying around. Then that's it all ready to go, plugged in, and you've got it. Now put it on slow change so that you'll see what happens now. I'll give you some examples of the bubble going. But it's quite easy to make. I have spares for every bit of it, just in case it does break, but it seems to work well. And I'm using a tube here, quite high diameter, and I don't hold it right in my mouth, I hold it in front of my mouth, and with one blow you can blow a big bubble like that. So quite a large diameter tube. Hold a little bit away from your mouth and you'll find it'll blow very quickly a big bubble. Now as the colours change, you'll see all the different levels of colours in the bubble change, and there's all kinds of different refractions and reflections going on there, and you can teach about that if you want, but I just like to look at the colours. I think they're quite beautiful. When photographing bubbles, there's always something a little bit surprising. At this one, there was a very nice ending where I just noticed as it ended, it's like a little rainfall came down from the bubble. So at the very end, when the bubble bursts, I've added in a slow motion part where you can actually see a little bit better how the bubble bursts, and just little droplets all begin to fall down. You can see the little bits of water coming down. It's coming quite soon now. There we go. Now, in slow motion, you'll see it. Here we go. Put this next bit on. I think it's usual for the bubbles to burst from the top, and then the whole thing kind of comes down because it's thinning from the top. All the water is draining down the sides, and it gets thinner at the top, and then it bursts. There it is, look, and then it falls down. Away it goes. Bye-bye, bubble. Okay, so I hope you managed to build one. It's a little bit of work, but well worth it. Bye now.